see him on this tour that he's on, I wouldn't mind like sitting with my nice martini and
You
having
would
a nice,
adore him.
now
He's
that
amazing.
I'm not a spring chicken, I like, a nice quiet evening. I would sit in the audience and listen to Foster do some of his performances.
I know. Well, I mean, especially if you're going to marry like Josh Flagg or, Jeff Lewis, you've got to kind of be a sophisticated gay. You've got to like, you've got to go to the theater. You've got to get into the music, sweetie.
I wouldn't mind Josh Flagg with all, like, I kind of like the 80 something crowd of women. Listen, I'm not opposed to that.
I
Really.
think when Erika walked in, none of those women had patted their puss in a hot second. We know Lisa had, only blew Ken on his birthday and Christmas. I mean, they had never seen Pat the puss. So when she walks in with Tom Girardi and she's a sex pot kitten with who we thought at the time was LA's most prestigious attorney. I mean, it was scandal, honey. I mean, come to find out, he was stealing from every Tom, Dick, and Harry for her, Pat the Puss routine. But anyway, she didn't have to do a lot, is what I'm saying.
No, but I mean, listen, I need to watch it again. Like, I didn't hate it. It's just, I guess I was just shocked. I thought maybe the ratings would be a little better. Now, did you see the other thing? I mean, that her restaurants just got the C grading.
I did. Now, I don't know. I'm not in the restaurant business. So I feel like this happens a lot with health inspections because it can be things like really minor things. You know what I mean? From what I've heard, but they blow it up and make it seem like, oh, Candy and the gang, all her restaurants, C health rating. I mean, I think it can be stupid stuff like, I don't even know, your cutting boards aren't put away in the right place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yes, I saw that. Yes, people tried to make that like, a huge thing for her. I don't know. I mean, I think everything was resolved as far as what I read, but I'm a Candy fan. Her restaurants have failed to score higher than a C when it came time for the health department inspection, with Old Lady Gang and Blaze holding mediocre ratings. This was just a couple of weeks prior to the launch of the show last year. Radar broke this story, so it was even earlier than that. Sorry, that it was struggling to pass health inspection.
Well, I'm going to be attending the next time I'm in Atlanta. I'd like to stop by Old Lady Gang at the very least. So,
but I mean, look, the health department investigator noted the manager not displaying active managerial control to prevent foodborne illness. Well, what does that exactly mean?
Right. Like, that happened. So
yeah,
I'm still Team Candy in life. I mean, it's Candy.
This part's a little upsetting. Furthermore, the official noted that they saw sliced cheese, raw salmon, and sliced tomatoes being kept at a temperature above 41. That's okay. I'd avoid the salmon when you're at Lady Gang.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, there you go. And let's hope the ratings get better. Now, okay, what else? Since you love to start with all the negative, we've had some bad news, a little further west from Miss Beauvais, Miss Garcelle Beauvais. Although I have conflicting reports on this.
Give me the tea. Okay.
The real. We're talking about the real. I've read two things. I read something that Fox has not officially confirmed. You have the inside over there at Fox. I mean, is this 100% confirmed by Fox that the real is canceled? Or because none of the cast members have said, yes, what a great experience. I just think it's likely to be canceled, and it's probably going to be canceled, and it's official, but I don't think it's officially been announced, right?
It hasn't. It has not. And there's just speculation, which, I actually wonder if maybe it stays on another season. Maybe they give it, I don't know though. Radar Online is reporting the latest, the real canceled by Fox. But to your point, they haven't said a thing. So you're right. I could see this going 50-50, honestly. I could see them trying to give it one more season because what do they have to replace it? Jennifer Hudson is going to replace Nick Cannon. So we know,
right. So Nick Cannon's gone.
He's completely gone. We know that. We know that's true. But I mean, what did they have to replace the show?
Well, you and I have looked into talk shows on various networks. You almost had one on Fox, or you pitched yourself to Fox, correct?
Yes. I've pitched a talk show, the Sarah Fraser talk show, to Fox. They really liked the content, but I don't think I was famous enough.
Well, yeah. I mean, a couple of things. First of all, you and I have both been told numerous times by numerous industry insiders that like the format is over. Like nobody wants that Morgan Stewart Daily Pop. Like they're just not green lighting those shows. It's a different world. Like we have the internet, even I mean, I don't even know how we survive here in podcast world. Podcasts are still hot, but like to me, it's like the minute you record something, it's old news. So network executives have told you personally and me that that format is not really what we're going down the road of. I also agree too. I think it's a whole different ballgame now. As my legend, Sally Jesse Raphael, everyone who hasn't heard that episode should listen, but there's no one's hiring no Sarah Fraser, no David Young. They're hiring just famous people. We have Drew Barrymore, we have Kelly Clarkson. This is the new world that we live in. And even Nick Cannon, like he's qualified really to have a talk show. I mean, I guess apparently not.
Well, he wasn't. Yeah.
No, I mean, Wendy Williams, again, came up through radio. Like these people are, I'm not saying, listen, Kelly's show, I think does well, I think, but you know, I don't think they're going to give a show to you or me. I think they're going to give a show to, you know, Nick Lachey, Carrie Underwood. I don't know who else wants a talk show. Ariana Grande, maybe Demi Lovato.
That'd be good. Well, you know, here's the issue. Everybody wants a talk show or thinks that they want a talk show, right? Because it seems like this great life, like these celebrities come on your show, you work maybe a couple hours a day. Of course you don't, if you actually have like a really great talk show. I don't think Drew Barrymore's show does that well. I give Drew Barrymore's show one more year. I think that will be canceled. Sherry Shepherd. I love Sherry because I love a comedian. I love a comedian and I love a radio personality. I don't know. I think people will watch. The reason Wendy worked is because Wendy was completely unfiltered. And here's the deal. The networks would actually give you and me a talk show, but they are deathly scared. Nobody is willing to put their neck on the line and go, okay, you know what? We'll let David have Kelly Dodd on and let her rant about masks. And we're going to stick by David. Because even though half of this country agrees with Kelly Dodd, you're on the wrong side of agreeing. They don't want the backlash that's going to come for 2 or 3 days of trending on Twitter, you know, fire Sarah on Fox, fire David on Fox, whatever. They don't want to deal with that. And of course, you know, your sponsors always ebb and flow. They come and go. Do you think if Howard Stern launched a daytime talk show, people wouldn't watch? If Howard could be Howard? Of course they would. Of course. These people are boring toast. And what confused the audience with Nick Cannon is unfortunate. Nick Cannon's family drama of having these children and sadly losing a child and then having, you know, announcing he was pregnant with another child 3 months later. It